So in today's vlog, I was supposed to take you with me while I was walking around my neighborhood, teaching you how to vlog for realtors. Now, at 37 weeks pregnant, I'm not feeling all that well, so we're not going outside today. However, we're still putting together an in-depth walkthrough for you on everything vlogging for realtors. It's just gonna be me sitting down explaining it while we interlace it with plenty of examples. So let's get to it. Hi, and welcome back to the Unbound Creative Agency channel. If you're new here, my name is Yoke. I am the founder of Unbound, and we help realtors and mortgage professionals launch and scale on YouTube. By now, we've helped dozens upon dozens of realtors launch YouTube channels where they can actually attract leads instead of having to chase them. That's right. So people are actually calling the realtors that work with us instead of them having to reach out to complete strangers. If that's something that you're interested in, there is a link in the description that you can click and you can book a free call with our business development manager, and he'll gladly walk you through how we can help you do the same. And then make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get updates on future videos. On this channel, we talk everything YouTube for realtors and mortgage professionals. And that being said, let's start on the topic of the day, which is vlogging for realtors. So in today's video, you're gonna get a complete overview from what is vlogging to what kind of equipment do you need, how do you get started, what's the difference between A-roll and B-roll, how can vlogging help your business, and then we're gonna also end the video with some real life examples of how you can get started vlogging on YouTube yourself. So first off, what is vlogging? Vlogging is derived from video logging, which basically just meant people going around with a camera documenting their day. So the most accurate representation nowadays of a vlog is a day in the life of a realtor, basically. It then became a little bit more of an art form. How can we create a vlog that isn't just me holding a camera going about my day, but actually covering stories, covering certain topics? How can we interlace it with different camera angles? How can we almost turn it into a TV episode? Sort of a reality TV episode where it's not one camera but multiple cameras, where while I am talking to you walking down the street, I also have footage of the cars driving me by, etc. How you can leverage this for your YouTube real estate channel is that a lot of the people moving to your area or to your city have never actually been there. And so by taking them along through these neighborhoods, through these parts of the city, you can actually give them a look and feel of what it would be like to walk around there, to live there, to have children there, bring your kids to school, work there. Whereas you just sitting in front of a camera, talking head style, that is, you can still explain to them what the feeling would be like. You can still explain to them how certain houses look like, but it's not going to be the same as you actually walking around in that neighborhood holding a camera while you're explaining this. So it is the explanation combined with actually taking people into these neighborhoods that is extremely powerful on YouTube. It is also a great way to nurture leads or to further inform the leads that have already reached out. So your channel as a whole, and I keep saying this in every single video, your channel as a whole is lead generation / nurturing. So first you attract people that don't know you but that are considering moving to the area. And then by all of the videos that you have on your channel, by all of the information that you share, you're already filtering out the people that would never have the money to work with you, aren't serious, where simply the neighborhoods that you work in aren't the right fit for them, etc. And at the same time, you can use it when people reach out to you and they aren't quite sure yet what neighborhood they prefer. You can then send them these vlogs going like, hey, take a look at this video that I shot, that's in this neighborhood, or I think this neighborhood would be a good fit for you, here's a video on that. So you can use it to attract leads and nurture the ones that have already reached out to you, and of course filter out the ones that you should never work with in the first place. Now, what kind of equipment do you need to get started with vlogging for realtors? In reality, not a lot. So I can make a lot of money off of affiliate products if I recommended you a ton of expensive gear. But the truth is that if you have a smartphone, you can get started. A lot of smartphones nowadays, they film full HD, some even 4K. They shoot slow-mos. They have super steady, which is stabilization of your screen in them. And they have great recording devices for audio as well. So if you have a smartphone, officially you can get started. There are a couple of things though that you can use to make the process easier and to really up the quality of your footage. So let's take a look at that to start. All right, so if you do want to invest in some gear, the first thing that you're going to want to invest in is some form of a tripod. So this can either be a vlogging tripod, which is what I'm using now to film this on. So I have my iPhone 12 Pro Max on a Rode vlogging kit. It comes with the tripod, a light, and an external mic. What you could also do is buy a larger tripod like this one, and this goes even larger than this. Then make sure it has the extension for smartphone. So this is actually a DSLR tripod, but you can clip off the top part, and as you can see, this is actually an extension for a smartphone or a tablet, and that way you can just use it with the smartphone that you already have. Again, most modern day smartphones, they film full HD, which is basically what you would be filming on a DSLR camera anyway. So this extension thing with a normal tripod can get you a long way, especially if you buy one like this one, and we'll have it in the description below, which is very lightweight. And when you open it, you can actually fold it, and then you can fold these legs in as well. Let's just go all the way, because I want to show you how small and compact this thing becomes. There you go. And then if you lock it again, there we go. You can literally just hold it like this. And it might not seem as compact as some other tripods, and sure it's not, but it's super lightweight. So this with a phone on here will be less heavy than, let's say, a Joby tripod with a DSLR. So this for me, I think it's like $40 with the extension thing. I shoot almost all my content on this when I go out. So that would be sufficient. And as I mentioned, otherwise you get a vlogging tripod that comes with a light and an external mic, which is the next thing that I want to mention. If you do go outside and the audio is a little bit noisy, like if the environment has a lot of cars, there's a lot of wind, etc., you might want to consider using an external mic. You can use any type of Rode mic, would get you a long way. So I know that the vlogging kit from Rode comes with a Video Micro, which is a really tiny mic with a wind cap that you just plug into your phone. That's great. What you could also do if you really just want to capture your own voice is buy a Rode lavalier mic, which you can plug into either your phone or an external audio recorder, and then you just clip it on your shirt. That would work as well. If you do work with like a more expensive camera, you can buy an external Rode mic. Always with the wind cap, make sure that you have something to protect the mic from wind noise. But you can buy, basically, Rode is like one of my favorite mic producers. Even for this audio, even though I'm indoors, I am not recording on a Rode mic, but I'm using a Rode audio interface to capture the sound of this video with a Sennheiser mic. Aside from that, what you could also invest in, although I have to admit, normally I'm a really big DJI fan, not super excited about this one, but it does have some nice features. It's basically a gimbal for your phone. So I can't really show it because I'm using my phone right now, but when you turn it on, what you would do is you would clip your phone onto this magnet, and it will then auto-calibrate and it will balance your phone. And it basically gives for a little, like you can see, it can move. It gives for smoother footage. You can place it somewhere. It comes with an app as well so that you can shoot moving time lapses, stuff like that. But I feel like this is just for vlogging a little bit fancy. If you've already vlogged a lot with your phone, then invest in this. Like, this is a gadget. It's a cool gadget though, but like, it's a gadget. It's the DJI Osmo gimbal for smartphones. So it doesn't carry a heavier camera. You can use these legs as a tripod, or you can close it and then sort of use it to hold your phone further away than just when you hold it over here. It has all these buttons that will allow you to start recording, stop recording, change the side of the camera that you're using, etc. Again, this is extremely fancy equipment. If you really want to vlog, you can use it, not necessary. What I would recommend that you get though is this item, which is a GoPro. So I have stickers on mine because I have multiple, and I have to remember in my app which one I'm controlling. But so this is a GoPro Hero 9. It's such a multifunctional camera, really. You can use it to vlog, you can use it to shoot interviews. The audio in itself isn't that bad actually, but you can also use an external mic for it. And it comes with a bunch of cool accessories. So you can buy it with one of these, which is actually a vlogging kit, where, as you can see, all you'd have to do is basically put this camera's legs into the attachment piece and then use one of these, and you can basically lock it. Or, and this is something else that you can use it with, you can buy a bunch of these, which is suction cups. You have them like this as well, so that you can actually angle them, and you just stick it to whatever surface that you come across. So for example, if you're vlogging, you can stick this to lanterns, you can stick this to your car, you can stick this to a shop window, literally anywhere that's like glass or metal, or I'm not sure if they stick to wood. I haven't tried yet, would assume they don't. But most surfaces they will stick to, and then you can just click your camera on it. If when you're done, you loosen it and you take it with you. Very like multi-purpose camera, and it is tiny. Like you put this in your back pocket like it's nothing. So definitely recommend you get this one. And aside from that, like I can keep going. Like you can go as extreme with gear as you want. You can get yourself a drone, you can get yourself a DSLR, you can get yourself a Blackmagic camera that shoots in 4K. The thing is, it's not really necessary. So start with your phone, start with a tripod, then invest in an external mic, maybe a little light, something like that, and then a GoPro. Like I really like these GoPros, so I can't like say enough good things about it. But then like don't not vlog because you think you don't have the right equipment. We see a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, I'm waiting for this camera, I'm waiting for that gadget, or like, you don't need it. Like you can literally just get started. Right now, my camera, even though I have the tripod that I showed you, to get the right distance on the table, I am literally using a storage box. And on top of that, I have my vlog setup. So you can really just get started any way that you can. Sometimes it's even just a stack of books, and you get started. So if you don't even have a tripod when you start vlogging, just take your camera by the hand and do it like that if you have to, but just get started. And that's it for equipment. So before we dive into the actual real life examples of our realtors vlogging and me explaining to you all the different ways that you can go about it, I want to touch upon the difference between A-roll and B-roll, because this is something important while vlogging. Most of your vlog is going to be A-roll. So A-roll is basically you talking to the camera. So when you're with your camera and you're walking and you're turning around like this and like that, explaining this is a school building, this is an area with nice restaurants, that is A-roll. It has you in the screen, you're explaining on camera what's going on, and in the background people can actually see that. That will be the majority of your vlog. If you do want to make it a little bit more storytelling and add some extras in there, you would start adding B-roll. So this is extra footage that you would shoot that in post-production your editor can overlay on your A-roll footage to paint the picture even better. So this would be drone shots of either you in the neighborhood or just the neighborhood. It would be extra shots of the restaurants that you're walking past. So you could have the A-roll be, oh, and now we're walking in this area with all these beautiful restaurants, and like you're going like this. And then afterwards you go to that area again, and then you shoot some footage of all these different restaurants, so that together with you walking through that area, your editor can overlay it with extra footage specifically showing certain restaurants, etc. So that's the difference between A-roll and B-roll. A-roll is you telling the story, you walking around these neighborhoods. B-roll is anything extra that you want to add, any extra footage that you want to add. It doesn't even necessarily have you in it. It's possible, but doesn't have to be. So think about that when you go out vlogging. Do you want it to be just 20 minutes of you walking around and showing people things, or are you gonna be the type of realtor like, okay, I have a storyline and I'm gonna walk and tell people my story, but then I'm gonna make sure that I have all these extra footage that we can interlace with that main storyline as well. There are a couple of different ways that you can shoot your B-roll. We've already done a video on that as well, so we'll make sure to link it somewhere up here. So make sure to check that out as well. And then we're ready to take a look at a couple of examples.
That's perfect. Yeah, slight shadow, but it's not harsh, just normal hat shadow.
Nice. Or too dark?
Yeah, otherwise way better. Yeah, there we go.
Awesome.
And we will be able to hear that in the background.
Will we?
Yeah, sorry.
Never for you.
All right, so now that you know what kind of equipment you need to vlog and what kind of footage that you could potentially shoot, it's time to get started. Almost. So first, we're gonna take a look at a couple of examples of the different ways of vlogging that you could opt for. So first off, we have the more traditional real estate vlog, or I would like to say that's sort of a traditional real estate vlog, where it's simply you with your camera walking around a neighborhood while you explain to people what you're walking past, what neighborhood you're in, and sort of showing them along the way. And here are some great examples of that.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. This is Living in Denver, Colorado. Today, another fun one for you. Maybe I'm a little partial because it's our channel. However, today we're gonna cover everything you need to know in regards to Rhino.
Now, there's a lot of stuff to do here in Quiet Waters Park. Mountain biking, camping, playgrounds, this ski rixin, and several other things which we're gonna look at here today.
I just got to another property in Bonita Springs, and this one is in a gated community, so I can't wait to show you around. So stay tuned real quick. Here we go. All right, here's the front of this particular model. Let's go ahead and take a look at the inside.
The second sort of vlog that you can make is a behind the scenes vlog. So this is great if, for example, you want to shoot a video of like a day in the life of a realtor, or what it is really like working with us, where you then, for example, film an actual deal taking place, or a couple coming and picking up the keys to their home, something like that. So this is much more raw, less scripted, very much, hey, this is what we do, come and take a look behind the scenes. Often it would be a combination of you vlogging and maybe a videographer following you around for the day. And here are some examples of that.
Gotta remember to keep looking into the camera right there. Not over here, right there. He wants to join us on the journey as we investigate and have fun today in Deerfield Beach. Should be able to get some really cool shots today at the beach and the ocean and surrounding areas. It's a beautiful day out. We're gonna start right here in Coconut Creek and shoot out east to Deerfield Beach. And this is the full-on Deerfield Beach vlog. Check it out.
Now, if you're not that comfortable walking and talking at the same time, another solution could simply be to take your tripod, take a big one, in this case, not the smaller vlog one, take a big one, and simply put it on the street, put your camera on the tripod, step back and talk, and then shoot your B-roll separately. This is great for you if you feel nervous about walking and talking into a camera at the same time, if you feel like people might be staring at you while you're doing that, and you'd prefer to just find a quiet place or a quiet street in a certain neighborhood to shoot your A-roll and then shoot all of your B-rolls separately, this is a great solution for you. And a bunch of our realtors use this technique, often as a combination. I wouldn't say that we have realtors that use solely this technique, but sometimes when you're trying to shoot a more busy neighborhood, it might actually be a good idea to find yourself a quiet corner, put your tripod down, film your A-roll, and then just go around and shoot a bunch of B-roll that can be interlaced in post-production. So that is also a great way of vlogging for real estate. And here are some examples of that.
Now, to this day, it is still a popular spot for all outdoor recreation activities, especially canoeing, kayaking. You'll see some sailboats on there, joggers running, people on their bicycles, rollerblading. It's just a really fun atmosphere for everyone to gather, and people absolutely love Sloan Lake.
Whether you're looking to sell in the Lakes region or looking to buy that perfect lake home or condominium, look no further. Karina and I are ready to advise, counsel, and assist you.
Then another thing that you would want to consider is actually using your car. This is especially a great idea if you want to shoot a bunch of different neighborhoods at the same time, or if, for example, you're active in an area where there isn't necessarily one big city center, but you have multiple areas that you want to cover. And so what you can do is actually film in your car while using GoPros on the outside of your car. So what you can do is you can use a suction cup inside of your car to hold your smartphone, and then use suction cups like these on the outside of your car, a couple of different angles, to use the GoPros. You can then decide to shoot either in active mode or in super slow-mo or slow-mo, just to make sure that your footage is steady enough. And that way, in post-production, what you can do is you can have you in the car in the corner at the bottom talking, and you can have the main image or the main footage be the outside GoPros showing the neighborhood. And it's actually something that I've also included in our B-roll video, which you can check out by clicking on the link at the top, but we'll also show you a part of it right now so that it sort of shows you what you can do simply with a car, a cell phone, and some GoPros and suction cups. I'm gonna be driving through a little bit more of the upscale part of the city center. So this is not a suburb, this is Antwerp City, and this is sort of the more expensive part of the city. city which has all these really cool old and historic houses. As you can see, there's a variety of ways to go about it, and it's really about finding what works for you. If you do want help setting up your channel, launching and scaling on YouTube, again, there is a link in the description for a call with our business development manager. He will gladly talk you through what our agency can do for you. Also, all the products that I've mentioned in this video are in the description down below. If this was helpful to you, make sure you share it with someone else who could use the information. And then in the meantime, check out these videos over here, and I will see you soon.